Okay.
I was rather put off when he got to the lowering their kecks bit.
Ah, well, you see, the trouble with you is you've just that tinge of decency. Lurking...
More than Jonathan Agnew has.
Lurking under a carapace of filth. Anyway, yes, Jonathan Agnew, he needs to watch himself. Janet and John.
Ah, yes.
John goes to the bookshop. Today, Janet and John are going to town. John likes going to town. Janet says, "Hurry up, John, otherwise we'll miss the bus." See John quickly put on a lilac silk frock coat, black velvet leggings, and a gold waistcoat. See John looking at himself in the hall mirror. John is a fop and a dandy. As soon as John has finished putting on his rouge and eyeliner, Janet and John walk to the bus stop. John's friend Alan has a bus. See Reg Varney. When they arrive in town, Janet says, "I'm going to the butcher's. They have some fresh oxtail in today, and I don't want to miss it. Have a look around the shops, don't get into mischief. I'll see you back here in an hour." She's a bit of a go-lighter.
Sounds just like her.
See John walk down the high street looking at all of the shops. John stops outside the bookshop. John likes books. See the secret compartment in John's shed. Do you know what spick and span is? Mrs. Boone sees John through the bookshop window and waves at him. See John go into the shop. Ding-a-ling goes the shop bell. I'll do that again. Ding-a-ling. "Hello, Mrs. Boone," says John. "You look very busy." "Yes," says Mrs. Boone. "I'm doing some bookbinding. Would you like to help?" "Yes, please," said John. Mrs. Boone says, "I'm putting a new cover in a first edition by Honoré de Balzac. It's quite valuable. Perhaps you could help me stitch in the appendix and the back of the book." Mrs. Boone says, "You have very neat stitching, John." "Yes," said John. "I make a lot of my own clothes." See John do a twirl. Mrs. Boone says, "Now that we've finished that, I can let you have a go at a volume of poems by H.P. Lovecraft. And if you'd like to come back again, there's a copy of The Old Curiosity Shop that needs a tidy-up." I'm not sure where this is going. And soon it's time for John to go and meet Janet. John thanks Mrs. Boone and waves goodbye. See John hop and skip along the road to meet Janet.
I thought we got away with it.
No, come on. Here he comes. Soon John sees Janet. "Hello, Janet," says John. He's getting worse. And Janet says, "Have you been a good boy, John?" "Yes," says John. "I was just looking in the shop window, and I saw Mrs. Boone. I went in to see what she was doing. She said she was rather busy with Mr. Hughes' Balzac. But she did say that if I fancied it, I could just put the end in. Afterwards, she said I might like to work on Lovecraft. And if I got it all right with that, we could move on to Larkin and eventually Dickens." Can you give someone concussion with a whole oxtail? Janet can. Poor John. I didn't see a lot of that coming, I'm about to say.